It's my good luck charm. Hi, and welcome to Musicians Hangout with your hosts, Crash Fistbite, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's so awesome to be back.
Happy
Goodness,
birthday!
we got a fun night planned tonight for y'all. So, oh my goodness, share. Sharing is caring. So share that video
Sharing
when
is
you're watching
caring,
us
kids.
live. All right, so I'll go over Musicians Hangout mission statement and introduce our guest host for tonight. Okay, so our mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And I
Yeah,
believe our guest tonight definitely, agrees with that
it's in our
mission statement.
category.
Yes, because that's exactly what you're doing as well. So welcome, Emil from Emil's Corner.
Good evening, Maxine. Good evening, Crash. Hello, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
having me on.
Yes,
Oh,
thanks so much
welcome.
for being on the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your project.
Well, a little bit about myself. I'm in Montreal, Canada. Grew up in Montreal, Canada, and I've been listening to rock music and metal music. I mean, I've listened to a lot of things, but in my early teens there, I was really into rock and metal, and then I started listening to a bit of everything. But over
Sweet.
throughout the years, rock and metal was really my thing, and a little
Dig
I
it.
kind of discovered certain things a little later. Like, for example, when I was an early teenager, I remember one thing that really struck to me, and I'm like, wow, this is phenomenal. Is I listened to Whitesnake, the 1987 album, and I find the song "Crying in the Rain" has such a killer guitar solo by John Sykes in there, and I think John Sykes really has a killer guitar solo, and it really struck me, and I still listen to it nowadays. And what was
That's
going
awesome.
on, and that's just to name an example out of many. And then what happened, I would go to school, and then we were in one class, we were just chit-chatting, and then people back then were talking about Nirvana, Backstreet Boys. That was in the mid '90s. What was the pop music that we had back then? And I told them, well, no, I was listening to Whitesnake, and they tell me, what is this? I said,
Really?
well, it's cool music. The kids were
Yeah.
telling me back then. Kids my age were saying, never heard of that. What is this?
Wow.
And there's a lot of music that I connected with that I really, really loved in the rock and metal scene that a lot of people just don't know about. And I mean, just another brief example is, Black Sabbath. I mean, all I hear on the radio and on even satellite radio, it's the Ozzy Osbourne era and a little bit of the Ronnie James Dio era after. But in 1989, there was an album, unfortunately, that was not successful. It's called The Headless Cross, and it's got Tony Martin singing. And I'm like, this is doom metal at its best. Like, it is so friggin' awesome.
Oh,
And it seems like a lot of people just don't know this. So
I have never even heard
then what
that album
happened?
ever in
I
my
don't think
life.
I have either, and I love them. So
Which one?
wow, dude.
Yeah,
Black
that's
Sabbath.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, I love Tony Martin when he's singing. I got the Headless Cross album, and I mean, it's just I still listen to
Dude.
it in my car when I drive around, right? So, and
Sweet.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of music that I just love that a lot of people out there don't seem to know about. So then, the next step throughout my evolution into all this is that in college, right after high school, I in 1999 and in 2005, for an entire semester, I decided to host the college radio. Okay, so I was
Oh,
playing music
nice.
yeah, and I would
Oh,
have liked to do a little bit more of this, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to do much of it. I mean, just on these 2 semesters. But I so loved the experience, and I mean, I so loved it. And even a lot of people were telling me, like the music you put on is really cool and all. And I'm like, okay.
Sweet.
And then I started working full time, and I kind of missed this hosting a radio show. And then I started seeing through social media a little bit, informing myself, and I noticed that okay, there's people that got blogs, people got vlogs, and people then
Yeah.
got some pages. And that was in January 2018. I said, you know what?
Cool.
I'm gonna start a page where I promote this kind of music, and I'll film myself. I do some little video capsules. I'll do some video clips. It started with that. Then what was the video capsules became more of a podcast type format where it was longer, although it wasn't a podcast. It remained on a video on Emil's Corner, but for a longer duration. And then I was changing the formats a little bit as we go, adjust as we go. And I said to myself, that's it. I am promoting underrated music, B-sides, gems, so it could be an unknown song from an unknown album, from an unknown artist,
Oh, yeah.
unknown
Yeah.
song from an unknown artist. It could be also an unknown song or B-side song from a very well-known artist.
I have
I
a
mean,
question.
yeah.
My question is, how do you get past the copyright laws that Facebook has? Because if we have a band who does a cover song, Facebook automatically mutes it because it's against copyright infringement. So how do you get past that?
In the videos, I just play maximum 30 seconds of the song.
Oh,
I
okay.
just sample it.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, I sample it.
That makes sense.
And what I
Mhm.
do sometimes also before the video or something, and I share a YouTube link, and for people to go and listen to it if they wish. But I play it. I always start the video with not me speaking right away. It'll start with a demo of 30 seconds for 1, 2, or sometimes even 3 songs with some
Okay.
animation and pictures going, and then I start talking. And then later on in the video, 2 more samples, of good parts of good songs that I like that are underrated, obviously, and maybe finish off at the end of the video when I say thank you for watching and this and that. I'll leave you with one last sample of the song, and it finishes off like that.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
very cool.
This is how Roy Alexander says. He says, "With luck, with luck." That's how you get by.
Oh yeah.
That's how you get by. That's how we all get by, right? We're just
My very first videos, I used to play the full song, and I didn't get. I mean, that was back in 2018. Maybe it wasn't as
it wasn't as
back
strict.
then.
I
It
want to
wasn't
say
as bad. Like,
Yeah.
we got away with some things for a while, but then it started to really tighten up around 2020. I want to say,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. 2020,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, 2020, I noticed. I used to get a lot of
Sometimes we have-
notifications that partly muted, etc. So I would reduce
Yeah,
it.
like we've had artists who do their own original music who gets partly muted for copyright infringement,
Oh, wow.
which is like, well, wait a minute. It's
On their
their
own
song.
music.
And they're on the show, like playing
Oh,
their song.
So you have to prove that it's yours. You send them a message.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's their material and they own the rights, then I don't see why they should be.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
it's weird. It's when like the
Well,
band is doing it
all
live.
these things, eh? Yeah.
It's very odd. Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah. Also, one thing I added is also with time I've created a photo album. I got an album for underrated guitar players, underrated bands. I got one for underrated albums too. And I started subscribing to other pages too, Loudwire being one of them, and
Oh yeah,
Metal Realm.
Loudwire.
Yeah, Metal Realm, all kinds of other things there, and uh, um, power metal too. So yeah, I mean, I share, and I just and that's basically how I've added that to the repertoire also. And one thing too, I was doing at some point is, I started going late to concerts. My very first concert was in 2016.
Oh
It
wow.
was yeah. I started going late to concerts. It was Black Sabbath. Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good first concert, but
Oh
Good
yeah.
first concert. I've seen them as well.
holy crap.
So
Like
good.
my
Yes.
first concert, like big concert, was like 1987. I went and saw ZZ Top with my dad at the Tacoma Dome.
ZZ
That's
Top.
a
Yeah,
damn
I've seen
good
these
one
guys
too.
too.
That's a good first concert too.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Number one, the band before that was on, they were called The Unforgiven, got booed off the stage.
Oh, boozy.
Booed off. And I thought, oh my God, they really do that.
Hmm.
And then ZZ Top came on. They drove their car on stage,
Oh yeah,
got
Oh
they
out,
did
and then
yes.
the laser lights started
Oh,
happening.
nice.
I was 12, 13, I think. So, like, it blew my mind.
Oh
Like,
wow. That must have been pretty cool seeing that car from, I think, Eliminator. Is it the one
yes,
from the album
Eliminator. That was the
Eliminator?
Wow.
album.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I got really stoned at that concert because everybody was just passing the joints around.
so
Oh,
you got contact high as a
having
kid.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're all there to have fun, right?
I'm pretty sure my dad, the police officer, was like right in there with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
He
sure.
wasn't
Yes.
on duty.
Yeah. So
It
yeah,
was
Black
the
Sabbath.
80s.
I mean, before that, I wanted to go with my buddies, and it was always the same reasons. Oh, I don't have any money. Oh, I don't know if I can make it. Oh, it's not really my type. I'm like, okay. But in the end, in 2016, I said, you know what? That's it. Enough's enough here. I mean, Black Sabbath, they've been playing for what, almost half a century back then.
Right. They
So
had a break, obviously, but yeah, they've been playing for
yeah.
a long time.
So I said to myself, I said, like, it's now or never. So I told two of my buddies, I said, hey, listen, guys. I said, Black Sabbath is going to be in town in February 2016. I said, and it's Ozzy Osbourne singing. So, for the price, you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 because I just
Yeah.
love Tony Iommi as a guitar player.
Mhm.
And we get Ozzy Osbourne too that is singing. And I told him, most of all, if there was no Black Sabbath, we would probably not have any Metallica or Slayer or Anthrax or
No.
Testament.
Yes, it would have
all
either
these
been
cool
very
bands.
different or
Yeah.
non-existent. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So it
definitely.
happened, and it was cool. It was cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then I started, still in relation to my page there. I started doing something pretty cool. I was having a beer at a bar nearby, and I was by myself. And then another guy came in, and he was having his beer. We were both minding our own business, and then we started chatting with the guy that was working there, the barman there, and then this other guy and I started chatting too. And by the way, I could tell that by his allure and the shirt that he was wearing, I could tell he was kind of a hard rock and metal fan. I could tell. And we started chatting, and he told me something that really stuck with me. Is he said, when I want to go see a band, I just go see them, no matter where they're playing. He goes, I really love going outside of town in small little towns and
Oh
seeing
yeah.
bands that I want to see. I
That
said,
is
oh,
fun.
cool. So you get all your buddies to go with you? He said, no, I go alone. So I said, huh, that sounds interesting. So I did that 3 times. 2019, January, I went to see Brian Adams in his hometown, Kingston.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
Brian.
He was coming to Montreal, but it sold out in a half hour. So I kind of took the next show he was on, and it was Kingston, not too far from here, and it's his hometown. So I said it's a smaller venue. It's not like those big, massive places there where you get like
That just makes it more intimate.
people, right? It's not in a stadium. So I said it's gonna be pretty cozy. It's gonna be cool, you know. And it's his hometown, so turned out it was a blast. Oh man, it was really cool. And even after the show, it's really cool because Kingston's got a really nice downtown with lots of pubs and cool restaurants. And the show ended around 9:30. So I said, night is still a little young, you know, I'm gonna go and hang out a little bit. So I went to a pub and there was a guy playing there, and I mean he was just doing a gig, right? And it turns out his guitar playing was awesome, you know, just awesome. And the guy was just playing at that pub. So I ended up listening to a lot of his music as he was going. You know, I kind of had my little musical ear there to what he was playing, and he was just so great that I did a video on him basically, and I let him know, you know. So that kind of came in with my page too.
Nice.
I went to see also in May of 2019, 4 months later. I drove 7 hours to Rhode Island, Lincoln, Rhode Island, and I saw Whitesnake there at a casino. That was
Nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
it. And I
True fact.
You know? Yeah.
True fact. My old drummer,
Mhm.
John Manning, who now plays in the band Cherry Dragon,
Oh yeah.
he opened up, and our friend Angela Hammondtree opened up for
yeah.
Whitesnake.
Oh,
That's
cool.
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be a dream come true. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Whitesnake. Yeah.
Very
They played a lot of the good songs I wanted to play. I mean, the show was about an hour and 20 minutes, but hey, I saw Whitesnake. That's all that's important, right? So
Hell yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
And
Totally.
finished off the year in Connecticut by watching ZZ Top. So
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Was it the original lineup?
Oh yeah. Billy Gibbons, Dusty Hill, and Frank Beard.
Yes. Yes.
Just like Billy said, I don't know if he said it back. Well, I'm not sure if he said it back then, but he said it at the concert. I'll always remember. He said, "Same three guys, same three chords."
Yep. Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's nothing better than that.
Yeah,
They
I
spin their
I would-
guitars too.
What's that? Sorry.
Did they spin their guitars at your show?
I think Dusty, if I remember, he did a little something there. Yeah, I don't think he spun it, but he kind of did a little gig there with it. So
Oh yeah,
Nice.
they spun them at the show I was, but you know that was 1987. They
Oh.
were a lot younger back.
Great.
More spry.
yeah,
More spry. Yes, we've all felt that, you know.
yeah. And I take a lot of videos too in these concerts, and I also kind of connect them to my page too. And like my favorite ZZ Top song is "Pearl Necklace." Okay, I
Mhm.
love the way that song sounds.
Yes.
And I share it a lot on my page. You know, from time to time, I want people to know about it. A lot of people don't know about it. I mean,
Really?
That
Yeah.
just blows my mind.
That
Well-
surprises me too. It was really popular back, you know, I'm
Yeah.
from in the
In the
Midwest.
when I
They
see a lot of
lot
people
on the
when I
radio.
see a lot of people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Maxine.
Oh, I was just saying that back where I'm from in the Midwest, they played a lot of ZZ Top on the
Oh, yeah.
radio. So I've heard that on the radio. You know, like that's how I even knew the song was. I knew a lot of ZZ Top from when I was a kid.
Cool.
So that
But
surprises
hearing
me. A
that-
lot of people don't know that song,
Well,
but you know,
the thing is,
different
it's
pockets of different genres, especially
yeah.
back
Here, maybe in Montreal, people probably don't know too much about that particular song
then.
because
Yeah, it makes
We're
sense.
in a different country.
Different culture, you know.
yeah, different country, different culture.
Yeah.
Probably elsewhere in Canada, they would probably hear more about it.
Mhm.
Probably more in Western Canada, but in Montreal, I know when I go to a pub sometimes or a bar, I like to play some of these songs. Pearl Necklace is one of them in the jukebox, and
Yeah.
Yes,
when I
love
start
the
mingling
jukebox.
with the with the guy next to me. I just say, "Have you ever heard that song?" He goes, "It's pretty good, but I don't know what it is." So
Wow.
I think it's awesome that jukeboxes have like B-side songs, and
Yes.
yeah,
usually
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
the most popular. So I love it when they have B-side
exactly,
stuff.
exactly. You said it
Yeah,
right, Crash. B sides are the best. I love B
The
sides.
best.
yeah.
Oh, in fact, I love Metallica. Okay, so I see you have a Metallica shirt. So that's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah,
And I love their least popular songs. I
I
love
mean,
Outlaw Torn. I love Fixer. Like I love all of these obscure Metallica
oh yeah.
songs that other people don't really. I know almost, like I probably couldn't memorize every album anymore, but I was at that point in life, like I love Metallica from when I was a kid. So trying to think of some other more obscure songs that people don't. Misery, My Friend in Misery, that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh my, love that.
Rock
Like,
album.
yep.
Well, there's an album that didn't perform very well from Metallica, unfortunately. But I listen to it when I go to the gym, and it's a really good gym album. It's Saint Anger.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's Saint Anger, totally underrated.
yes,
Yep,
Saint Anger.
totally
Saint Anger's
underrated.
got some pretty cool songs, actually.
Hmm.
yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of the old school Metallica fans are not into it because they're like their sound change, but it's like as a musician myself, I grow with my music and it changes because I'm changing and on my life journey. What's wrong with that?
I was doing a bit of thinking. Now that you mentioned this, Maxine, I was doing a little bit of thinking. Like me, one of the toughest questions I get asked, believe it or not, it's what's my favorite band?
Oh,
It's a tough one for me to answer, actually. Why? I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, to answer directly the question, I would label Metallica and Def Leppard as favorite bands, okay?
yeah,
Because the term here, favorite bands, to me, unfortunately, it cannot be a band that is just starting with their first album and they're going on tour, even if they're really, really, really good, don't get me wrong. Can't label them favorite because they're just starting. They're probably going to have more stuff down the road, and I hope it's just as good or even better. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, like
But
come back at me in 13 years and then we'll talk about it.
yeah,
right.
yeah, there
Yeah,
needs to be a bit of an evolution, in my opinion. You
You
know.
can stand the test of time.
That's
yeah,
oh, I like that. Oh
yeah,
crap, you. I like that expression. Stand the
Yeah,
test of time.
the test of
And
time.
also the other criteria, it's got to have the band must have had a certain timeline span through some eras here, different. Well, like Metallica and Def Leppard, they got very different phases throughout their
yeah,
career. I mean, if I take Def Leppard, you got the High and Dry album, which is extremely cool. Okay, I love
Yeah,
that
before
album.
accident and after accident.
Which one? Sorry.
Before the accident
Yeah, yeah. Before Rick
and
Allen's.
after the accident.
Correct.
And I
Yes.
gotta say, he came up with an amazing drumming system by
yeah,
using his feet.
Yeah.
impressive.
I mean, he's a
And
genius.
he
I
built
mean,
it all himself.
yeah, he's a genius. I mean, I don't like. I wouldn't know how he does it. I read a little bit on Wikipedia about him, and I mean, he's been awarded many times through his career, a lot of more than most drummers because of that. Because he was still
Yeah,
able to produce an awesome sound and awesome music despite his accident, his limitation, right? So, but I find
Cheers
like
to you,
Def
Def
Leppard.
Leppard guy.
oh yeah, cheers to him. Like talk about adaptivity.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And passion, like loving something so much that you'll figure out a way to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really a sign that like don't be limited. Just go out there and go get it. So I mean, That's why I think Rick Allen's a very inspiring drummer, very inspiring person, in my opinion. But also, like now, Def Leppard, yeah, you had High and Dry, then okay, which sounds different than Hysteria. Obviously, Hysteria is their top, and I would kind of put Pyromania in between. And then there was the capping off. Well, once Steve Clark sadly passed away in 1991, they were trying to cap off this whole era with the album Adrenalize, and then a list of B-sides on a that they made a pretty cool album with these B-sides called the Retroactive.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then in 1995, um, they released an album called Slang. Okay, and Slang sounds completely different. Okay, from everything they've done before. Okay, why? Because I think the band members were going through a lot of personal changes in their
Ah,
lives, and there was also, I think, the main factor is because in 1995, I think hair metal was not listened to as much as it was before. Okay, yeah, you just said it right there, Crash.
It died.
Yeah, it died, and grunge was all over the place. Okay,
yes.
so I think they kind of changed their sound just in order to meet us
Yeah.
in the market. And then the albums they did after still sounded more like hard rock. If I think of albums like X and songs from the Sparkle Lounge and the one they released in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. So it's back to more like hard rock, not the sound of Hysteria. But
Yeah.
the whole point here, the whole point is a lot of people tell me, "Oh no, Def Leppard, I don't like them because I heard their new album and it doesn't sound like Hysteria." Yeah,
Oh, come on.
come
Like,
on, man! Like
you
Hysteria.
can't always have the same thing. You have to
Yeah.
change it up for
Exactly.
yourself. Your audience, yourself.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
tell
want
people,
your journey.
put yourself in their shoes, okay?
So Dusty, our friend Dusty, she says,
Oh,
Ooh.
what exactly makes a band a favorite? It's difficult to choose because all of the bands we like bring something different that makes us like them. Like Nirvana is my favorite grunge. Rotting Christ is my favorite metal band to sing in a foreign language. KT Tunstall is
mhm.
my favorite indie rock singer. So it is possible to have one favorite band that triumphs all one's personal favorites. No,
For
I don't
sure.
think there
I
is.
love
Absolutely.
that, Dusty.
Yeah,
That's
and I was actually getting to that point because that's why
sweet.
I listed Metallica and Def Leppard maybe as favorite bands because no matter what phases they are in their career, I always connect with their music. Like Metallica's Load and Reload, people right away said, "Oh no, it's not like the Black Album." Yeah, but I mean, come
I
on,
love them, and I
Dude,
love them.
they're
like
all
rap will come on the radio and I'll be like, "Oh my god, this is my favorite band."
yeah,
And then
yeah,
some other band will come out. Oh my god, that's my favorite band.
Right, yeah, that
exactly.
too.
And I've said it before in a video capsule that I did back in the early phases of Emil's Corner. I said, you know what? I said, people, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop saying, "Oh well, I'm not a fan of Metallica anymore. It's not my favorite band because their new album doesn't sound like the Black Album or like Master of
Come
Puppets."
on.
I said, listen, do you want to listen to good music? Do you connect with what you're listening to? Okay, even if it doesn't sound like heavy metal, it sounds more like alternative or grunge. I said,
Right.
if you are somebody that doesn't mind alternative or grunge, are you enjoying what you're listening to? Are
Yeah.
you connecting with it? When
Yeah.
I don't know, when you're cleaning your place and you put it in a stereo in the background, you say, "Oh, well, that doesn't sound so bad after all." If the answer is yes, then to me it's a favorite band because a favorite band to me, it's a band that I will always enjoy listening to
Yes.
regardless.
Yes.
Every life stage.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like I said, Saint Anger, I listen to it when I go to the gym. So,
that's great.
Right.
I always
Well,
make it
come on, they're metal. So Metallica's metal. They morphed into. It's heavy. Saint Anger
Dude,
is
their
heavy.
new album I'm pretty impressed with. Like, it's impressive. Like, they're starting to sound like old roots again, you know?
That's
Oh yeah.
true. Yeah, they
Like, it's pretty gnarly. I was like, oh,
yeah.
damn. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I
no,
see
it's pretty
Metallica.
cool. Yeah, yeah. I know. I think Slayer too are going back to their roots. Well, they went back because now I
Mhm.
know they're their goodbye show, but the album Repentless, they say it went back to really the good old hardcore Slayer from Rain and Blood, from back in the day.
Yes.
So yeah.
Blood.
So and and I think overall in I said that in a video I did about the band Rat. Okay, I
I love
What? That's
rats.
yeah
her
Love them.
yeah
favorite.
no nobody writes for free. That's my favorite song
Yes.
off of the Point Break album with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves there.
Yes.
Yeah, I just love that song. And what I
Nice.
said in the video is I think in 2010 I think there was a wave of nostalgia that was coming back, and people wanted to see what they used to listen back in the old days, right? So, well, in the older days, I should say. And I think this current started coming back slowly. That's my opinion, anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
God, I hope the hairstyles don't come back slowly.
Oh,
Which
why
one?
not?
There isn't enough Aquanet in this world. Our ozone layer cannot handle that much Aquanet again.
It's dry shampoo
What
now.
caused
Love it.
the ozone
Oh,
hole was all the Aquanet used in the 80s.
yeah.
I was fascinated by the volume, my friend. But I have big hair. Like I have curly hair. I have it in a bun. I sometimes straighten it, but I have crazy hair. If I just let it go, like
Back
so
during the hair metal days?
I have metal hair.
Oh, oh, metal hair. That's even better.
Yes.
I always just see it in straightened.
Yeah, I straighten it a lot. I tame it a lot because I like with curly hair, I also have a lot of cowlicks. So it's like, yeah, you can kind of see it. My hair is growing out and it's kind of got this like,
Oh, girl, I have so many cowlicks back here in my head.
Yeah.
I'm using it to my
Trainer
advantage.
can
So
handle
like
it.
it
Okay,
gets
we're getting
and I
off
used to
topic.
wear it very, very natural. And I wore Metallica t-shirts and Black
Cool.
Sabbath all the time in high school. And I had a basketball coach that was like, "You just look like you belong like with a hairband." And I did.
Cinderella, maybe?
Yes.
See, I liked Rat and I liked some of the other bands, but I was really into The Cure and,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, all those new wave bands, I guess you could.
Yeah,
The
the 80s.
beginning of electronica,
Yeah,
Yeah.
80,
goth
Depeche
music.
Mode and the Smith.
Oh my God, I love Morrissey.
Yeah.
Smith. He's so tragic.
Yeah,
Like,
I to be honest with you, the new wave, there's a lot of stuff I like, but there are some stuff that I'm not very familiar with. I mean, the Smith, I only know a few songs. Morrissey, I'm not when he went away from the Smith on his solo, I can't really remember some of the songs, but new wave, I would say I enjoy a lot. New Order, Depeche
I
Mode,
love New Order.
yeah, and there was another band there. I don't know if it's really new wave, but some of the Pet Shop Boys material is also
They
not
well,
bad.
kind of. I mean, the Pet Shop
It's
Boys
different.
were in that era, and they were alternative, I guess.
Okay.
Because I mean, it was either you were listening to country, hair bands, or new wave. Like, that was
Oh,
it back in the
True.
80s.
True. True.
So,
there was
and
some
then
crazy metal too back in the 80s that was like not quite hairband, too heavy
Judas
for that.
Priest.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, Iron Maiden.
Oh, yep, Iron Maiden
Yes.
at that
Now
time.
we're talking.
And I think where it really culminated in the I think the 80s, the year 1986, I think was really the explosion of thrash metal. When I think of the big four, Metallica's Master of Puppets, uh,
Hmm.
Players Rain and Blood.
I love
Yes.
it. It's
Peace Sells, but who's buying?
mhm.
And Anthrax, I think it's Amongst the Living. Was that album?
Damn, that's a good year for metal.
Yeah.
Sorry. This one's pretty hilarious. So our friend Don Rush from Audio Side, he said, "Why no rapper has redone Western Girls is beyond me." Hashtag boys. Right?
Let's let our rapper friends know about this. Rapper
Yeah.
friend. Yes.
Right? And Roy from Licking County Metalheads replies with the LOL.
And
I mean, I can imagine maybe West End Girls being done as a cover at a
right?
rap
Right?
format.
And
Happy
Dusty, she says, "I don't drink or rap, but hold my beer."
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Oh my God, I want to see that video, Dusty.
Begging. Please do this for
Yeah.
us.
Sure.
For our
We-
anniversary.
We will post it.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, just do it for us live. That would be.
Do it for us live. Our anniversary is this May. Start putting this together. Love you lots.
Don's like, the bass line makes me want to spit fire.
Right?
Hot fire.
No kidding. I can't believe
Boom,
I have
boom, 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 boom.
Now I can't get it out of my head.
I know.
Dun, dun,
In
dun.
Eastern town and Denwood.
Take it away,
Oh
Crash.
yeah, you got it in your head now.
Yes,
Now
it
you got
happens.
it in your head, yeah.
It happens.
Girls.
You know, we were talking a little bit about how some bands morph their sound and that now some are also going back to their original sound. I was impressed by Black Sabbath when they wrote 13 back in 2013. Well, 12, 13. They released it in 13 and they sounded very much like their roots. And I was so impressed by that. And it was because they very much stayed with their writing and recording style from then.
Yeah, 13. I've heard a few songs off of that album, and I think, yeah, it really joins back the older Black Sabbath. I would say like more like if I remember the Black Sabbath album with the song Black Sabbath, okay, like it's
Yeah.
really dark and intense, right? And that's what gives it a good twist to it. And I feel that this 13 album, it still gives it back that twist, right? That
Yes.
evil,
Those elements are there. Yes, pretty much so. Yeah.
that evil twist there. And there was also a band that I think it's Black Sabbath as well, but under a different name, Heaven and Hell. That was before Ronnie James Dio passed away, and Ronnie James Dio was the lead singer.
I feel like I remember hearing something about that.
Heaven and Hell, they're called.
Okay.
Follow the Tears. That's
Hmm.
one song that I got there from them. Pretty cool song. And like I said, I think it was before 2010 because if I'm not mistaken, Ronnie James Dio passed in 2010.
Yeah.
And I think he just got with Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler. And I think just for, I don't know, I don't understand the context exactly, but for just legal purposes, they changed the name from Black Sabbath to Heaven and Hell.
Oh,
And that was
yes.
the band.
I remember that. Yes.
And their album is called The Devil You Know, I think.
Yeah.
I know I've heard that.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I know I heard that.
Mhm.
I
I
know
know
I have.
and I remember that album.
Me too.
Yeah, very good stuff.
Yeah, the song's called Follow the Tears. Yeah.
Follow the Tears.
Hmm.
That sounds like something that they would do.
Oh, it's pretty twisted and intense. I mean, it's really good. I said it before on my page there in certain videos. Like, what really made another good element of a band, you know, that really makes them good too. It's their ability to take the listener. I call it a mind warp. You know, like their music is a mind warp. You know, as the
You
listener,
take them on an epic adventure.
like you're going somewhere. You know, in your mind. That's
Tool
how
is great at that.
I love that.
Maynard always takes you on some epic adventure every time you listen to a Tool song.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
time.
definitely.
Which
Yeah,
band? Tool?
Tool.
Tool.
Oh yeah. Tool. I know a few
Like,
songs there. Yeah.
yeah, Maynard has that gift of just whispering you off to like
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like me, my favorite Metallica era, Metallica phase, I should say, it's the Cliff Burton phase because there you go.
Yes.
Same effect. It takes you into another dimension. You know.
Yeah.
I like they sing about insanity.
Right.
I mean,
First song I ever learned on bass, and I learned it from Tab,
mhm.
was Anesthesia Pulling Teeth.
Mm.
Just
That's awesome. What?
it's hard as shit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
So
I did
I'm
not know that was
reading it. Of course, I'm not paying attention to the time signature because I'm trying to learn the song. So who
right.
cares? I just need to get the notes right.
Huh.
And then I'm feeling confident. Oh yeah, no, I got it down. I pop in my Metallica Kill 'Em All
Oh
cassette
yeah.
tape.
Cassette, yes.
Fast forward it, and then Cliff Burton starts playing it, doodly 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 doodly, and I'm like, doo 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 doo.
Wow.
He is a monster. He's like, wah, wah,
Oh yeah. No,
mm,
it's a pretty brilliant piece. I mean, I remember hearing it too. Like, and it's all done on bass, and I mean, it's pretty unique for bass playing. I find.
yeah, and then the drums start and ruins it all. Sorry.
Oh, oh,
It
don't
really does, and it really
come
pisses me off
on.
that
Oh yeah. Good old Frank
damn
Lord
Lars,
Ulrich.
man. Oh, that Lars, goddamn.
Style. I will defend Lars. I know he's an asshole, but he has his own style, and that
Yeah, he
works for
totally
him.
ruined that fucking song.
Yeah.
He's like I love Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross. But every fucking picture, man, every fucking picture, he's like, we're gonna put this happy house that lives right up front and ruins the whole picture.
Oh, it's a tree. He always puts the
Oh.
tree.
It's a happy little fountain sitting right there.
Are
We're
you
gonna put
saying
this
that
happy
Lars
little
is
fire and
Bob
this truck engine right in the front yard.
and kill them all?
Yes, kill them all. That's kind of hilarious.
Man, I know he gets a lot of flack, but he's one of my inspirations because I love Metallica,
Mhm.
you know, and I
That
wanted
is the weirdest timing I've ever seen in my life.
he does have weird
Weird.
timing. I will give it that. The more I learned about drums, the more I got that. But because Metallica opened my world to metal, that is
Mhm.
why I was inspired to even become a metal drummer. You know, like so. And
Okay,
there's
like I don't.
Pantera, Aerosmith, you know, like bands of that era that were inspirational. But like, I
I wish we could like
style.
cross that out, but anyway, that's a cool guitar on the far right.
The
Wait,
flying.
which right is backwards land here?
I think it's this one.
Yeah, that one, the flying V. Yeah.
That's all of the guitars are my husband's, and he's had the Flying V for 20 years now.
Oh,
And I
cool.
think we got the Opeth Paul Reed Smith back in 2010. He won the Dean guitar. That's, I believe,
No,
to
your
my
mom won that. Don't
oh yeah,
play.
my mom won this guitar. And then I designed that Flying V that's made of a barn door from South Dakota.
Oh my god, this motherfucker right here, he's like my right. Like I know which.
Oh,
Now you know all about the guitars, though. We have an original from my friend Dave Dix. I designed it, the license plate Flying V007. The one that my mom won at a benefit for us. It's a Dean, and then the Paul Reed Smith, and then a Gibson Flying V.
Well, the benefit was for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, but
for a
Yes.
good cause, yeah.
It was for
Yeah.
such a good cause, and we were live streaming the event as virtual hostess.
and we
And-
will be doing that again this year.
Yes, definitely. Oh yeah, we'll always be part of that amazing event. Definitely,
Mhm.
definitely.
Cool.
Oh, he says 10 out of 10. He likes the one you made better. I will
Right?
have to agree.
That one kicks ass, and it is to the specs that he wants with the pickups he wants. Like it's like a dream guitar, and it's the one that goes on the road with us. It's a spectacular guitar.
And the license plate says 007, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
this is my okay. That's my license plate. It said GRL 007.
Oh, okay, 007.
I have an 81 Camaro, and that was my license plate
Oh,
on it
cool.
when we met. So I've had that car since I was in high school, and I kept the plate when I moved out to Washington and had it, built into a guitar because it's a kick-ass story. There you go.
Funny story. Well, then it goes. So I bought a new truck. What was it, last year or sometime? Anyway, its name is James Bond.
Yes. We have a theme.
I don't name my cars. It just comes to me like.
Yes, I get it. Yes.
It was Jane. I thought it was a boy, James Bond, but no, it's a girl, Jane Bond.
Oh, Jane Bond. Okay.
Jane Bond. And I was like, you know what? I'll roll with that.
That's
James
his
Bond.
Cool with that too.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh God! So everybody wants to know what our top 3 favorite albums are. Albums?
Favorite
Albums.
albums.
Okay. What's up, Black Sasquatch? What's up, brothers?
The Wizard.
Ohio's in the house tonight. Okay. You guys start first because I got to think about this.
Hold on, I need a third one because I have 2, but I need 2. Oh man, it's really hard. Hold on.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
2. I'm looking for
top
a third
3.
one.
Tell us your top 3.
Well, look, favorite albums. So it's got to come from a favorite band, although I had my definition of a favorite band. So I will say one of the 3, not sure of the rank, Master of Puppets.
I love Master of Puppets.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I'll put High and Dry from Def Leppard. I mean, I love that album. Really love it. And the third one, I'm scratching real.
Yeah, it's hard to think of a
favorite band. Like it's. Oh, you know what? I will put Somewhere in Time from Iron Maiden.
Oh wow.
God
That's
damn you.
a good top 3.
Oh my God, damn it.
Sarah,
Okay.
you had it on yours? Sorry about that.
I have some. I have some.
Okay. Okay.
I just forgot number 1. Damn it. No, I got it.
Okay.
The Deck of Years by Cockspur. Number 1. It's really what I've been like into. They are 1977 band. Amazing. Number 2 would be Diary Man Man by Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, that's a freaking good one, my friend.
Oh man, that's the best song off of that album too. Just saying.
It is very good.
The third one is Ty from either the Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me album from The Cure or anything that Double Driver has ever done. You're big.
Oh, Devil Driver's good. But he said albums. He said albums.
Pick an album from Double Driver. They're amazing, each of them.
I was just listening to some today.
I was gonna say Fury of Our Maker's Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Pray for Villains. Winter Kills. I don't know. There's so many great ones that Double Driver does.
What was your first one again, Crash?
Cockspur.
Cockstar.
No, here I'll write it and put it on.
Oh, okay.
So, in England, it means your best friend. So
Okay.
your cockspur.
Okay. I'm still working on my third, kind of, because I think I'm double dipping. If I am picking,
And then this is the name of the album. Go ahead. Sorry, Maxine.
Oh, it's okay. If I'm picking both, Ozzy as a solo artist and Black Sabbath, but I'm just going to do it. Okay, so here's my top 3.
As long as it's an album, it's got to be an album.
Okay, so Metallica. Whoa! I guess my dog likes Metallica too.
You got his
He's
attention
mad.
right there.
We have a delivery. Okay, so Metallica.
Very important to know.
For Whom the Bell Tolls. Yes.
Let's Ride the Lightning, I think.
Oh, that's right, the
Lightning.
lightning. That's what I meant. Sorry, I got distracted by my dog. Sorry,
Ride the Lightning.
Ride the Lightning shirt on. See, I already messed up. So Ride the Lightning, the Ozzy Osbourne, the Ozman Cometh, and Black Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
See, and that's where AC/DC gets me all fucked up with their fucking, I don't know what song that dungs. They have a song that dings in the beginning. I'm like, oh yeah, it's For Who the Bell Tolls. Nope, it's shitty AC/DC that pisses me off.
Oh, Hell's Bells, from AC/DC, that one.
Yes. I'm like,
I was thinking of my favorite Metallica song though, and it is For Whom the Bell Tolls. So
I love that song.
It is,
and every time shitty AC/DC comes on, I'm like, yeah. No. Access denied. Friendship request denied.
You're not an AC/DC fan?
No, I Black Sabbath. Metallica.
I can't stand AC/DC. I feel like every song is the same fucking song. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, they became a little bit more bluesy in 2002, but I mean the vocal is pretty much the same. So you kind of feel a little bit. It's
you have one guy that sounds like a cat getting ready to go into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting ready to go kick some ass.
And
then the other guy sounds like a cat got him in the throat. So,
okay.
See, I have our friend Kashka. He's on my side. He's not an AC/DC. You got my vote, Kashka.
Well, and I must say, and this might be a little underrated to some of you, but I bounced around my third choice as Rob Zombie Dracula. I love that album.
Yeah.
Really opened my world to a whole other part of metal when I was a kid. And I am very influenced by Rob Zombie's style.
Mm-hmm.
So, if there's such thing as electronica metal,
I got a top 4.
I feel like that's Rob Zombie. He's like electronica metal.
Yeah, no, I think the unicity of a sound with an artist is very important. I mean, I've said it before. If I take a band like Faith No More,
mm-hmm.
Faith No More.
Yes, Faith No More is pretty good. Yes,
like Mr. Bungle is even amazing too.
I don't know a band that can sound like them.
Mm-hmm.
They are so unique, and also, I'll give also the same thing for the Quits with our friend Johnny there. I mean,
yes,
totally. I heard a crossroads of lots of different types of bands that I can identify in his music. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a lot of what was the name? There's Ramones. I can identify Ramones in there. I can identify what was Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Yeah,
I
could see a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
See, I feel like there was a little bit of Guttermouth, but that's okay.
And he added too, there was some suicidal tendencies also a little bit. Yeah, no, I mean it's he's got a really good blend. The Quits got a really good blend.
I'm a huge fan of the Quits.
They're awesome.
Super heavy. I love it. I love their style. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Total punk rock, and I'm a punk rocker anyways. So I'm totally excited.
Well, I said Dracula earlier, and guess what? The album is Hellbelly Deluxe. Like I'm switching songs and albums in my mind. I'm sorry, but that's the whole album, and I know it front to back.
And I think they got more human than human.
CD player,
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I think more human.
my favorite Rob Zombie, I guess it isn't even white. It's not Rob Zombie. It's White Zombie.
Oh yeah.
Will
Oh,
always
White
be
Zombie's
tried and
awesome. Yeah.
true. La Sextra Sisto, Double
Oh
Music, Volume 1.
Mhm.
And I gotta say, I had the great pleasure to meet and become friends with the drummer off of that album, Ivan DePrume. And
okay.
he is just an amazing person, down to earth, plays guitar, and is amazing at that too. Super
Well,
awesome dude.
That is
I
really
Lives
cool.
in Oregon.
I thought you were gonna say your favorite song would be what's it called? Living Dead Girl, I think.
I like
Living dead.
that's I think my second. I'm a big fan of Super Beast. I like Dracula. I like
Yeah.
Living Dead Girl. But I kind of related with Living Dead Girl when I was a teen, if that makes sense. Like, so you mentioned White Zombie. I discovered Rob Zombie before I knew White Zombie. Then I found out the
Oh,
history and started like listening to White Zombie because
Oh
in
man,
the
White
night,
Zombies where it's at. Like,
right? Yeah,
mhm.
like
and I
early
love how he
90s.
throws those crazy, like, haunted, creepy patches
Yeah.
in between, like the girls,
Yes,
like, I
Yeah.
can do anything. You want to
it's
He's
try
really
me?
yes,
he has a
Dun,
very
dun,
good
dun.
presentation. The
yeah. And I
presentation is
love
really
that
good.
theatrical, yeah,
Dude,
presentation with the classic horror,
Oh
it's
yeah.
great. And the video for Living Dead Girl is kick-ass. It really
oh
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, he does a cartoon, right?
Yes.
You guys,
What does he
yeah.
not do? Like he does everything.
I
Yeah.
know, but he like made a movie
Mhm.
of just nothing but like cartoon. It was
Okay.
awesome.
I I got a lot of his movies. I like him as a movie director.
Yeah.
The Halloween remake and the House
Oh,
of
that was
10,000
brilliant.
Corpse and Devil's Rejects
Yeah.
'Who
3.0.
else could redo Halloween than Rob Zombie? I
But
mean,
you
seriously.
have to watch El
No.
Super Bisto. You have to watch El Super Bisto.
El
Oh, I've
Super
seen
Beasto.
this.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
I know what you speak of. Yes, yes.
El Super Beasto. Okay.
it's amazing. It has Rosario Dawson in it. She plays
Oh
like
yeah.
one of the main characters, and yeah, he's just
I
it's
know the
great.
fact. Yeah.
Not for children.
I can
No,
imagine.
not for kids.
I can imagine. A
Disclaimer.
cartoon not for kids.
It is Rob Zombie, so kids.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
no, I mean,
Rob Zombie celebrated, I believe it was his 50th just recently, I believe.
okay.
So,
Cool.
like
Oh
that.
hey, so we have so
Oh,
I'm
what?
just gonna call you Little Hot. I'm not gonna go with the whole thing.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
So,
He
Elephant.
says for rock, he'll say Elephant by White Stripes. Okay, that's different. Black Star by David Bowie,
hmm
and he can't think of a third. I've heard Black Star, and
You
I gotta say,
asked us. Come on. It's hard to think of a third. I know. I thought of
hard,
four
yeah.
instead.
I can't. The third is always hardest. It's like, okay, what
Yeah.
genre? Because then
No.
now I think about, what? When it comes to rap, we're gonna go with POS. I don't even live here.
Rap,
I
I mean,
really dug deep into like when I was influenced most by metal and those albums that I listened to then, like that, I listen to always still.
Okay, well, to be fair, POS, who is Stephen Alexander, is his real name. He's also the vocalist and guitar player for the punk rock band Building Better Bombs.
Oh yeah, you've told me this before.
So
Yes,
there's a lot of punk rock influence in his rap, but
definitely.
I really love the story that he tells in his rap and stuff. Like, so those of you who don't know who POS is, check him out and Doomtree Records and
Oh,
Doomtree.
yes. I love the stories that he tells
well,
lyrically.
yeah,
Yes.
okay. That's
Very cool.
interesting. So when he sings, it's not always like we're used to in metal and rock, where it's okay, let's say two verses and then a chorus. You feel like he's talking to you and he's telling a
I
story.
feel it. Like I feel it.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
there is like a verse chorus because he'll go back into his chorus, and his chorus is always the same and it's super catchy. Because
mm,
your chorus is your selling point.
But it's that deep storytelling
It's
in the
the
verse.
deep storytelling that like either hits you like you know it or you can feel it. You can sympathize or
Mhm,
empathize with it.
mhm.
You know, I remember there was one person that told me that the song "Paranoid" by Black Sabbath. We're
Hmm.
thinking it's probably one of the only songs, if not the only song, that doesn't seem to have a chorus. Eh?
Right, and they just made it up. They were jamming, and it just like they spat it out like it was just like a fun
Okay,
jam.
well,
And we were like, that was really
improvised type of.
fun. We should keep that. They ended up recording it,
Oh,
and
wow.
they had
Well,
just
fun fact, so that's actually one of the songs that my old band, Fatal Butterfly, used to play.
Hmm.
And but I'm the drummer, so I don't fucking know. Like musically, it's all the same, verse, chorus. But no, you're right. It does not have the chorus.
The only chorus is just the guitar.
right. We covered that song. Anyway,
I know. Pop, boom, tap, boom, tap. Actually, it's double good.
Oh, that's the drumming part.
yep.
Probably more
So
familiar with.
when we covered it, when I sang it, it was more like, yeah, there's not really verse, chorus
Not
whatsoever.
really, no.
It's a story,
Yeah.
and then it's done. Hit it, quit it. It kind of makes sense how they wrote it, like they were just making it up as they went.
Okay.
Yes.
You talking about 3 metal albums? I just rolled one and missed it. Okay, no. No. Any band, any album on the planet. Like, what are your like 3 favorite ever?
Yeah.
Right?
They don't have to be metal, but mine happen to be
Well,
very influenced by metal. And classic rock, I'll say. Like I have a lot of influence from Aerosmith, and they're not
Yeah.
metal. They're just rock and roll, you know.
what would you consider
hard.
Cockspur? They're not really rock. They're not really punk.
Alternative, I would say, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. It was
The album 10 by Pearl
1977.
Jam, pretty good.
I guess.
Yeah, the album 10, the Pearl Jam's first album, that's pretty good. But it's tough because, you know, we talk
Oh,
about a favorite band. I
yeah.
mean, there's a lot of bands out there that, I mean,
Oh
they
my
have
God, I
very, very good.
forgot about Strung Out. See?
We're gonna be thinking about this all night now. 3
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning, we're gonna be like, wait a
They've
second.
got such cool material. But then later on in the later phases, I personally wouldn't have connected as much with that as with their previous material. You know,
Mhm.
so like I said,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, favorite band is really, really tricky. I mean, I love a
Okay,
lot.
I have like 344 albums on my Mac computer right now. I feel like those are my favorite bands.
Top
Well, there you
300.
go.
And
Like
that
for
includes
example,
like national and local bands because I do have some favorite local bands also because, well, I'm a local musician and I like my
sure,
local scene too, and I want to support those guys. And put, they put, they make some amazing music. Let's be serious. So,
absolutely.
yeah, so I
Like,
have 344 favorite bands.
wow, that's quite a library there, but 344 favorite bands,
Yes.
Yeah,
or favorite
That's
multiple albums.
albums. Yeah, there you go.
That's the minimum. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I still have like new stuff I haven't even put
Yeah.
on there
Right?
yet. So
Oh man, that's why it's so hard to choose. That's why it's very hard to choose.
like Rammstein, for example. I mean,
oh my
first album,
God, I love Rammstein.
Good
like the
band.
first
Oh my
album,
goodness.
Herzeleid,
Whew.
then you got Sehnsucht, then you got Mutter, to which my favorite was Mutter. And between the three, I mean, as you from Herzeleid to Sehnsucht, it's already a notch up, and then Mutter was really the best. But the album I did after Mutter, I wasn't too impressed with it. So
I was gonna say no, I
yeah,
wasn't
I wasn't
that
impressed.
impressed.
So,
But
I
these
mean,
guys are getting older too, you know.
right. And the Kick-Ass show, for example, like if somebody would say, "Would you go to a Rammstein show?" I would go, oh, big time.
Dude,
But
bring some fire protection.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, pyro effects at its best. So if we can call
Dude,
it
the
that.
guy has like this thing that comes out, the guitar player, and it just shoots like napalm out.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
And he's
Well,
just like playing his heart out with like this napalm spraying going. It's
yeah,
insane.
wow.
And I've never even been to a Rammstein concert. I just saw video of it and I'm just like, yup.
Yeah, I think the song
That's I want
Anger
them and Guar to play a show together. Like I can't stand
or
it.
That
Like
would
or
be
everything Guar does is amazing.
that would
Rest
be
in
good.
peace, Odorous and wait, no,
oh, yeah,
Beefcake is now the singer, right?
Odorous Orungus or yeah,
Odorous Among Us.
Odorous Orungus, yeah, yeah. But I
Yep.
mean, Rammstein,
We have
like,
to do it backwards because it's
okay,
Guar.
I see. But like Rammstein, I mean, they're not my favorite band, but they got a lot of cool stuff. I mean, like I said, if somebody told me, would you go and see them live? Yeah, sure, I'd go. But they're not
Fuck
my
yeah, I
favorite,
would.
But they got really, really good albums. So that's a challenge. A lot of times, it's a lot of bands I find like they got certain phases that are probably not as interesting, but they like some phases are really, really, really good. Where I really connect with it. Some I connect a little less, but nevertheless, I mean, they got good material out there. There are some bands too that I don't know their full spectrum of this discography. I haven't. I'm still discovering them. Like I know now a little bit more about Testament. I think Testament's a
Oh
really cool band.
yeah,
Uh,
Testament.
those guys are on the verge of becoming part of my favorite bands. Okay, I haven't listened to everything just yet. Yeah,
Testament is amazing.
yeah. The New World Order's pretty good album. The Ritual, I
Yes.
like the Ritual.
I feel like that's one of my favorites. Oh
Yeah.
my god. See, here I go with my favorites.
Right, and their later work too is quite impressive. I mean, Titans of Creation. I love that album. I still want to listen to Brotherhood of the Snake though. I haven't listened to that one.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, Don has his top 3. Very good.
Beatles,
He
what?
says
Okay.
Beatles White Album. Led Zeppelin 4. Come on, everybody likes Led Zeppelin 4.
Come on, why not?
Radiohead OK Computer.
Wow.
Touche, Don. Touche.
I like it's all like very eclectic style there. Like it's all very different. Very
Led
different
Zeppelin
genres.
4, yeah. Does this one have the song "Trampled Underfoot"? That's one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs, actually.
I don't think 4 has it.
No,
I'm not 100% on that.
this one and "Over the Hills and Far Away." Love that song.
That's a good song.
Yeah. So
I always get compared to John Bonham when it comes to drumming style.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nothing
John
against John
crazy.
Bonham.
Oh my gosh.
I just feel like maybe I could, I don't know. I wouldn't say get better. He's a good drummer. It's just predictable, I guess.
I think it's that you appear to let loose and he does too. It's just like letting go.
I agree with you, Maxine. Yeah,
Mhm.
I can tell like the drumming
can
kind of
feel
takes
it,
over
yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It really does. It really
Oh
does.
yeah, I do that. I feel the music. Like I listen to my bandmates and wherever they're going, like I try to accentuate or, complement whatever they're trying to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. You got to feel like you're adding value there to.
Definitely. Oh yeah. When I play, I like to dance with my set. I like to say,
Yes,
yes.
that's the only
Let
that's
go
the
and dance.
Okay. That's a
dance. You flow your main time. It's just everything.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's a ballet with your kit. Like
Well, and it helps me, and you might relate with this too. When I'm singing and drumming, it helps me just feel everything and just let go. Like just flow with it.
It becomes more natural. Let's put it.
when
does.
I'm singing and drumming, I just kind of let my body do its thing.
I'm gonna go
and just really focus on the emotion of the words that I'm trying to sing. I guess. Well, all right.
Nope. Taking a
The
break.
dogs. Sometimes her puppies have to go outside. She has a year-old puppy.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
And he gets a little rambunctious sometimes and needs to go outside to go waste some energy.
Yeah, he didn't have his walk today, and yeah, his dad just stepped out, so he's out in the garage, and puppy needs
Feeling
out.
a little
And
antsy, is
also it's
he?
cold. Yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
hold
he
on.
really likes getting attention when I'm not paying attention to him.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
You probably saw him up here. He was like in my
Yeah,
face.
I saw him. Yeah, I saw him earlier. Cute dog there. Yeah.
I also have another dog, but he's a little older and a little more mellow. There's
Okay.
Buddy. He's definitely passed out for the evening, so a little
Oh,
more
yeah.
mellow.
That's cute. Yeah.
You probably heard my cat earlier. She was like screaming.
No, I didn't
That
hear the cat.
sometimes
No, I
she
saw
comes
your
in
other dog there earlier, but
and she's like, "Wow!" It's like, "Whoa,
he's
okay,
getting all
cat."
excited too. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Sometimes when we have we used to do it monthly. Now we do it more every other month or quarterly. We have like a live stream concert series, and we were doing it quite a bit in 2020 because that gave a platform for our artists to be able to play live in a sense, because a lot of venues had shut down because of COVID.
COVID, yeah.
So my cat would get, really into some of the music that she would hear and be like in the screen. She wouldn't be on screen because we would pull up just the band and we would be down in the green room.
Right.
Yeah, as you know, like that's how you kind of enter the broadcast studio. And she would be like in the camera, just really into the music. Like my animals are like totally into different aspects of this show.
Okay. So your cat kind of connected with the music a little bit.
Yeah. Some artists particularly, like she really loves Deadbeat Blackout. They're a metal band from our area. And
Okay.
she really likes Toast.
I was gonna say I thought Buddy liked Toast too.
Yeah, Buddy really liked Toast too. Buddy really liked oh my goodness, Close to the Sun.
I love Close to the Sun.
Yeah, Buddy was really digging that like more dancey
The
music.
dance disco
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. I guess he connects with a certain type of music more.
Yeah. And like
Okay.
my cat's more into grunge, and my puppy is way more into metal. He loves Soulfly. He loves us. So
yeah.
our puppy is the only one that really loves our music. We're more like metal grunge. Our other pets could care less for it.
Cool.
But
Okay.
he loves just laying down and like watching us and listening to us.
Okay. Even animals can connect with
Yeah,
metal music
it
and
really
rock.
can. Really
My
I
can.
thought it was only
Everything.
those snakes when you play the flute there and the snake starts dancing.
Oh
I've seen
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
My cats hate any music that is going on in my house at that particular
Really?
time. They don't care what it is. They're just like, no,
No,
they're
they
out
they
of
like
there.
to enjoy the silence. They enjoy
Yeah,
the silence.
they like the closet noise.
Oh, okay. You should play them that Depeche Mode song, Enjoy the Silence, see if they connect with that.
That's
See
cool.
what that'll be funny. Yeah.
Oh, honorable mention, Thriller. Yes,
Michael Jackson.
yes,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
I wouldn't
Oh,
not
yeah.
have guessed that from Don. Really. That's so surprising. Like,
That's a great album. Yeah.
and you never
That
know
is
who
not even surprising at all.
top influenced songs or albums are. That's really
Mm.
interesting.
No, good choice. Thriller. I mean, I remember I even used to dance when I was a kid at that album. It was so
Yes.
amazing. Yeah. Billie Jean and the song itself. So
Well,
I think
totally part of our pop
I
culture.
should have had a glove.
Eddie Van Halen plays on that album, eh? The song "Beat It," the guitar solo. I think Eddie Van Halen does that one. Yeah, I
You
think
learn
so.
something new every day. I did not know that.
I believe it's Eddie Van Halen that does the guitar solo in the song "Beat It." Yeah, believe it or not.
That's amazing.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe somebody who's watching us live, maybe can
Google that. We'll
confirm,
Google
but,
that. I
but I'm
think
pretty
I've
sure.
heard that before though, because he would have other
Right.
artists, join in on on his album. So
Yeah, Paul McCartney being one of them. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
but
we definitely
it's
like
Eddie
working with
Van
other
Halen,
people.
if I'm not
And when
mistaken.
you're mostly a solo artist, why not? Why not, connect with your music community, other artists that are famous as well, and do these projects together because you're all part of that industry, you're all part of that same community.
Small world.
Yes, Don says Eddie
Okay.
played on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Sweet.
says right
well,
here,
radio. That's
Wikipedia
what I
said
thought.
Eddie Van Halen himself would admit that he was initially skeptical of contributing to Michael Jackson's album, wondering how much he had in common with the singer that he remembered for chanting ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Right? That would
Jackson
be weird. Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen.
Van Halen is raw rock in your face,
Yeah,
like, yeah. So it is
you know,
it's a different combo, but
and
still, it's the industry. We're all connected in some way.
we're all connected, but I want to go a little beyond that.
right.
I did a little video about Eddie Van Halen. I mean, I'm not playing any music or anything because we all know Van Halen's real popular, but I called it
Mhm.
The Secret Behind Eddie Van Halen's Wizardry. Okay. And that
Yes.
night, I remember I was driving from Rhode Island back home, and on the road I was listening to satellite radio, and the host there, I think it was Luke Carl, I think, but regardless, he was having a few days chat with Sammy Hagar on his show, and Sammy was talking about Eddie Van Halen, and he said Eddie Van Halen was a musician that was very open spirited. I mean, yeah, he's known to play guitar, but I mean, some of the best Van Halen songs, he's playing keyboards in it, right?
Mhm.
Why can't this be love? He plays keyboards, and I think it's an awesome
Yeah.
song.
Oh, I love that song.
When it's
One of my
love
favorite
too,
Van
he's
Halen
playing
songs.
keyboards. I think he plays keyboards in Jump too, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yes.
like a lot of times, he'd always be willing to try out different things, different, modify certain songs. And like a lot of artists, they would say, no, that's it. I've done this and I'm sticking with it. But he was always open to, to change a few things and give things a different twist, a different sound. So that's why I'm not, maybe he became like that after that Michael Jackson gig. But no, the guy was known for his openness. I mean, he's almost, I consider him a
That's cool.
multi-instrumentalist.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Johnny Ketchup is in the house.
Hi, Johnny. Thanks
He
for
says,
joining.
"Hey everyone, Johnny Ketchup in the house. Just walked in. How's everyone doing?"
We're all hanging out,
Yeah.
Hang with us.
Seriously, Johnny was so excited that the two of us, our shows, we're all getting together.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Refer to
cool.
us as
Well, we
Musician's Corner because we're combined our powers.
How did you call it? What's corner?
He posted about it earlier and was like, "Musicians hang out and meal
musicians.
corner together."
Oh
And then
yeah,
all caps he put Musicians Corner.
oh
LOL.
yeah, musicians. Oh, that's the word. Oh yeah, I gotta merge the two together. Yeah, I
Merged
love
us
that.
tonight.
Love
Yes.
that.
So Don
Johnny,
Rush
show
also.
Alanis Morissette. That's yes.
Alanis
Top
Morissette,
10
yeah.
albums. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill is in there.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And Johnny is saying,
Oh, it's
"I'm so
awesome.
happy that this is happening."
Yay! We are too. Thanks for the connection, dude. Like he introduced all of us, so that was cool.
Yeah, no, thank you very much,
Hell
Johnny.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
He knows a lot of people, like those are the connections that are really cool to make in the industry. Is like our music community is very, very broad, and we get to meet all sorts of different artists and people who are passionate about, independent music and
Oh yeah.
just sharing each other's projects and each other and sharing stories with each other too. It's
Yeah.
been really
It's cool to keep a network of the music too. It's no, networking is really, really fun. Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your, you just started doing interviews. So Johnny's in the house. He was your first
Yes.
interview. So
Right. Mhm.
tell me how you got inspired to start interviewing musicians and where you plan to go with that.
Well, the way it all started is I just finished doing a video on Testament. Okay, I was promoting a few Testament songs there, and then Facebook offers you that option of boosting the post. So I said,
Oh,
okay, I'll try
yes.
and reach people. So I boosted that one because I know Testament is still quite a relatively big name within the metal industry.
Yeah.
And then Johnny connected with me, and he said he introduced himself, his band. He told me all of his the highlights of his band, and I said, well, that sounds pretty cool. And I went to see his website, and he said, have you ever done a video, an interview? Sorry, have you ever done an interview? I said, actually, no, but I told him right away, listen, I'm open. I mean, I'm willing to expand my page, and if I can add that, and it also helps the quits at the same time, that'll be just a win-win situation for everybody. It'd be super cool.
Yeah.
And so we worked out the details and did the first interview. It was lots of fun, and I've been thanking Johnny ever since. He was my first one. Then Beautiful Skeletons were the second.
Oh, yes, I know the beautiful skeletons. They're rad, man.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty good. They're pretty good. Very good band. I'm still finalizing the video there, and I'll release it on my page there probably this
Sweet.
weekend. That's my plan. And no, Johnny. I mean, we've been chatting him and I back and forth there, and then there's another project lined up there. There's two little girls that sing a song called "I Want to Be Like Johnny." So
Eloy.
Oh,
yeah,
Lloyd.
yeah,
Yes.
So
We are soon going to have them on our show, but because they are located in the UK, we have to find a weekend because they are young.
yeah, correct.
They are children in school. So
Off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah. So
a little
and then
more.
because the time difference,
Yeah.
right.
we have to get up in the middle of the night and
Yeah, because we're
pre-record.
3 hours even later than you are. So, you have a little more flexibility with them.
Exactly.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a little bit of a challenge to get all of that balanced out because I am a full-time teacher. So it's hard for me to also balance, doing a pre-record show, but we'll make
Yeah.
it work. We'll make it work.
Yeah. I mean, we make it work, right? And I also work full time, so
Yeah.
that's why the Sales Corner, it started out just as a little gig to start off with, but it's getting bigger, and I mean, hey, it's all doable, right? It's all fun. So just over 303 followers right now.
Yay!
Hoping
See,
to
you're
expand
growing
it a little more.
already.
You are growing
In
quickly.
4 years. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
4 years?
Yeah, in 4 years. Yeah. And
That's awesome.
Okay, we got to make that happen. We can make this better.
We're gonna help you out.
Yeah,
Like,
help me out. I can help you out too. So, hey, sure.
Yes, and that's what
Great.
it's all about. That's definitely what it's all about. We started out in 2019, and then we're thinking like Facebook group or page followers, and then like, well, let's see, Crash, our YouTube numbers a little bit better, but like we skyrocketed to like
We are, let's see, I'm literally right here right now. So we are 300 and let me get to our page. Last time I looked, we were 360.
Oh,
We are still 360 subscribers.
which isn't bad for, we haven't even done this for 3 years yet. It'll be 3 years in May.
no,
And
that's awesome.
Facebook numbers were big in 2020. Like we went from like, oh gosh, what was it, Crash? We had just started the page and all of a sudden we were like 2.5K. And then we were like, I think we're floating around followers like just a little over 3K now. So like our Facebook grew really well. And then Facebook kind of had some trouble there. Like a lot of people have left the platform. And then our YouTube started growing a little bit more. So we gained numbers on Facebook first. And now we're starting to kind of gain some speed on YouTube.
Are you guys on Twitter as well, or just YouTube?
No.
No, we just do YouTube. We just do Facebook. We've bounced around the idea of doing like an Instagram, even a TikTok. And
Mhm.
we started at TikTok, did a video, and it just wasn't our thing. We were just like, we didn't want to, I guess, add another platform because it is so much work, behind the scenes to
Yeah.
run all of these like different
yeah.
ads and
Not only that, but to schedule people and get everything lined up and do this and do
Synchronization.
that and do
and
this. And
work.
do that. I
We
mean,
both work.
work.
So,
Yeah, I have a job too. Like,
mhm.
yeah, my schedule is a little more flexible, so I'm able to do a little bit more things, but still, like, that's a
And
lot of stuff.
I so appreciate that. And then, I'm a teacher, so I have summers off. So I step up my game a little bit more here and there if I have a break.
Which I would appreciate.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it's like
Me too, yeah.
responsibility, but I still appreciate that. Crash definitely takes a lot of the like, I'll find people and mingle with you, but like Crash sets up everything behind the scenes, like
Oh,
the
wow.
flyer and the connecting and the details with everyone and creating the link and sending the link.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Good
it's very
tag
cool.
team. Teamwork. That's what it's all
Yes.
about.
Oh, no. Like, we are definitely like a dream team.
Yes.
You're a dream team, yeah. Not just a tag team, a dream team.
No, we are a dream team. Like,
Tag
Well,
team champions. Let's put it this
we
way.
work so well with each other.
we met as female drummers, so we were connected by our music community because like, hey, drummer chick, you would really like to meet this other drummer chick, and
Yes, we would.
and yeah, we did. And
There's
then
like
we
6 of us.
That's
and
how
then-
it all started. It all
and then
started
we started
somewhere, yeah.
doing this. We actually started on Discord, like not live. So we were just hanging out with other musicians talking about, what we're talking about tonight, like our
Right.
favorite albums and our influences and our writing process and our favorite songs and
Blah, blah, blah. Just hanging out with our friends, really, in the industry. That's how it started out. And then we went to Google Hangouts,
Mhm.
and there was a camera there, and then Google Hangouts quit, and after 16 long hours, continuous hours of looking for some platform, Maxine found StreamYard.
Okay. Oh, wow. So
And
you
we
guys put a
haven't
lot
looked
of
back
time
ever
in.
since. Like, StreamYard has not only like met all of our expectations, but has actually exceeded all of them. They keep stepping up their game every week. Like to do our live shows, it's not as compressed anymore. It's starting to sound better and better.
Compression was a challenge, especially when we went with our live concert series or our online concert series.
Right.
Because depending on everybody's setup or where your camera was positioned, the compression could get a little wonky and almost cut off certain aspects of
like if you're not running from the board into the computer, you're gonna get, and you're just running like straight speakers, that the volume on the microphone is going to be so compressed, it's just going to cut out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
technical thing.
Yeah, so we were having technical difficulties with that. So StreamYard like put in some dampeners and did some other extra technical stuff that I don't even know. I just get the updates for.
Yeah, better frequency. Yeah.
Yes, and I gotta say, like, Geiger from StreamYard, he is the owner, founder of StreamYard. He has been amazing to work with too.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, wow. No, that's good. No, I mean, it's working pretty fine.
It really
I mean,
does.
it's a really handy tool. It's
So easy to work too. It's like,
easy.
here's the link. Okay, I'm gonna click the link. Oh, I gotta enter a broadcast studio. Boom, there you are.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I gotta let Puppy out again.
Okay. Oh, puppy blotters.
Oh, yeah. So, no, it's it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really amazing with these things now what we can do nowadays. I really love it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on, a lot of different platforms.
Yeah.
Because everything has gone from being out in public
Hmm.
to close down in our house because of this
Yeah,
pandemic. So,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially here in Montreal, it's not good
yeah,
right now.
there wasn't anything called Zoom before the pandemic.
It was there, but not used as much.
That's what Zoom
Yeah.
was around, I think maybe Microsoft Teams was a little bit newer to the
It's
pandemic. I don't
Microsoft
remember.
Teams. Yeah, we
Oh,
use
see,
that at work a lot there.
I
So.
haven't heard
There was
any.
still a Zoom, but it was not as popular. Definitely not as popular.
Hmm. Yeah.
Until everybody went virtual and we could use Zoom a little bit more, and we had to use Zoom a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have. I've never used Zoom. So when our guest asked, well, is it like a Zoom meeting? I have no clue. I don't know
It
what
is
goes on
kind of like,
those Zoom things. I've never had a Zoom meeting. I don't know. Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't using it. I mean, we use Teams at work, but I mean that's a different story. But now for I know I've developed Zoom on my machine quite a lot there because it's that's what I need nowadays. To connect with people, not connect with people, but I mean have the interviews and just move on
Yeah.
with the next steps, right? So yeah, but I was gonna say something, but it slipped my mind. Yeah, it'll come back.
Hopefully. I hope for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what's a beauty about this type of application, like the StreamYard or even maybe Zoom or Teams? It's I think I shared it a long time ago on my page. It's you got uh, Run DMC, okay, the singer, one of the three singers. You see his face, then you see Rob Cajano and his guitar
Yeah.
in his own basement. Then you see another guy, I forget the name, the bassist, okay, and then you see shit, what was the drummer? I think it's Charlie Benante, I think, okay, from Anthrax, and they're each in their home, okay, and they're on that StreamYard or similar type of application, and they're performing King of Rock.
Hmm?
It's awesome.
Wow.
I just looked at it and I'm like, man, this is awesome. There, you got the guy on the guitar that's his place, the guy singing that's his place,
Oh,
in, in his own place, and then you got the drummer in his own place, and you got the bassist in his own place, and they're all doing it via this type of streaming, and it's bang on. I mean,
yeah. I've seen some of the streaming services really work out well for some musicians.
yeah,
Yeah. Unfortunately, with StreamYard, we do have a delay.
Yeah, there is the delay, definitely, depending on especially distance in between.
I was gonna
Um,
say the delay seems shorter tonight for some weird reason.
it really does. Like your internet's super clear. So we're both in the forest in Washington. We're not in the city. I'm west of Seattle. Crash is north of Seattle
I'm
in
northeast of
the
Seattle.
mountains.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So,
I
so
know I
it's
had some tech issues too not too long ago there, but anyway, it's a temporary fix for now. I was kind of worried a little bit about it tonight, but no, I mean, so far so good. So
yeah, it's
Yeah,
been a very
everything's
good
been really
connection.
good.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it's going pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Johnny Ketchup.
Oh,
Oh,
LJ. He says, Crash, you're gonna love this.
yeah.
Just got a package from Ricardo Alvarado, Innocent Sinners Records.
Ooh.
It includes new raw power sections, new pot billing, 7-inch Randy
Whoa.
Henson, 7-inch colored vinyl, 3 copies. Seattle's Best Rock, Sunday nights at the Central,
Yeah.
CD, 6 pot copies. This is Pueblo, not LA. CD, Pin Pon Dash, CD, 4 copies, Cryptic, blah, 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 blah.
That's
Dude.
pretty great.
okay.
And 3 boxes of crayons.
I'm so jealous.
What was the name of the band? The Razor Bands?
That is a very good care package. Wow.
Which one?
Innocent Sinners Records. Let's see.
Oh, it's in there, okay.
Care package from Ricardo Everardo.
I just think it's funny he got a new Potbelly. Like, I'm total friends with those guys.
That's
I'm
cool.
total friends with Potbelly.
That's
That's
awesome.
Potbelly, that's the name of the
awesome.
band?
Those are
Yeah,
some-
they're a band.
Okay, the Potbelly. Okay.
Yeah, you should totally check them out. They are amazing. Punk, of course.
Okay. Oh, that's a pretty easy name I can remember. The Potbelly. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
you have a
definitely check this.
question, Emil. Here we go. Dusty's got a question for you.
Sure.
She says, "Does Emil have?" Oh, sorry.
Sorry, God.
Thank you. I was clicking at the same time. Sorry.
My hands are free.
Okay, does Emil have a style to his interviews? I noticed the different energy styles and setup of questions of famous interviewers like Downtown Julie Brown, Carson Daly, and Pauly Shore from back in the day, for example. Did he just start from scratch with his personality and knowledge, or was he influenced by a host or interviewer?
To answer the question, I inspire myself a lot from Eddie Trunk on Sirius XM. I think he's pretty good. But to tell you the truth, I started this by just being, how can I say, like the whole idea is on my page for the public to discover a band that, in my opinion, needs more attention because the band is really good to my eyes. So
Yeah.
that's the whole idea behind it. So for sure, it's gonna be. I said to myself right off the bat that it's going to be a lot of, okay, well, how long have you guys been together? How did you guys all start? And how did you, what are your plans, your upcoming plans? So it's very basic, if I can say. Now, for sure, like more experienced interviewers who would interview like, more, how can I say, the Def Leppards of this world, the Metallica
Right.
world, these bands. I mean, for sure, they're probably not going to ask these kind of questions.
That higher
Probably
level
gonna
of
ask
names they
more
demand. Yeah.
challenging stuff
Mm-hmm.
to these bands, like more trickier questions, if I may say, just because it's kind of the nature of the game.
Definitely. Yeah.
They have the Metallicas and the Def Leppards of this world. But me, in my case, no, I mean, I just start from very basic scratch. I just want to get, first of all, myself to know the band a little more, and then I'll
Mhm.
show it for the public there.
That's
That's
how we do it.
You
Wait.
totally get that
There you go.
style. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It's
And
more
I
raw,
hope I
Yeah.
answered the question there.
like laid back
That's
type.
usually our line of question is like, how did you guys get started in the music industry? What is your greatest influence? Basic questions.
Yeah, and I also kind of I don't want to say mix it, but I also bring out also during the interview like my knowledge. Like for example, for both interviews, I've said it's always good to have a band with a unique sound, and I sometimes
Yes.
prefer as Faith No More, like I did earlier.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Very unique
Yes.
style. Definitely.
Yeah.
Couldn't really
They
put
were
them in a
very
box.
unique for their time too.
You couldn't, put them in a
Absolutely.
box at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I giggled earlier because of Johnny's question or statement rather.
He wants to know question. Why is Miro wearing clothes during his interview? He insists on being naked during his interview.
I never did. Come on.
And Dusty's like, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for me answering.
I'm sure
this
that was
question.
read out of context, but it flows and I'm going with it.
Oh boy.
I bet she was thanking us for, having Emil answer her question, but
I
in
know,
the
but it's
flow
still
of that,
funny because
it's
her
super-
answer just comes after that question.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It
thank you
works.
for not being naked on the shoulder.
Oh, see, I was going. I
Uh,
was like, why is not everybody naked on this?
That might get you more views and followers.
okay.
Something to think about
not, not our cup of tea either,
for
obviously.
the
Yeah,
future.
not my cup of tea too. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
man.
Dusty.
She said, "Thank you, Emil.
Oh, thank me. Okay, well, you are
Not getting
welcome.
undressed."
Oh
I
my.
expect that video by the end of the night, Dusty.
Right?
Just kidding.
Right?
Just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so we have less than 20 minutes. All right, I gotta take these things off. They make my wrists super
I thought you
sweaty. I
had
just
like
don't
a
breathe.
very deep question to ask. You're like, I'm going to take these off my.
Well, thought
She
you had a deep
No,
question for
it's
me.
just my
cracked me
chains.
up,
And
my friend. All right, so let's talk about super or not super. We could do super goals, but I'm saying like, what are your future goals for your show? Like, where do you want to go with it? We were talking a little bit about, how you consider yourself a video cast, but maybe dabbling into podcast and being broadcast on the radio waves per se, not just, the platforms that use video.
Mhm.
Do you
Well,
see yourself kind of going in that direction?
to answer your question, the way I see things in the future is okay. For now, obviously, I'd love to get more followers to start off with.
Oh, right.
Once COVID lifts up,
Follow him, everyone. Go to his page right now and subscribe.
oh, okay, thanks.
Do
And
it.
once COVID gets relaxed a little bit and shows get going again, that's also going to help.
Yes.
Me, ultimately, what I would like to answer directly your question there is, if hopefully to get noticed by personalities like Eddie Trunk or Luke Carl, Keith Roth, and also like the equivalent of the downtown Julie Brown and what Dusty was mentioning there earlier, these
Yeah.
personalities, get
Mhm.
noticed by them, and maybe one day get invited to one of their shows and kind of share also my tastes along with theirs, and kind of get invited maybe to a to a radio show too, so
Yeah.
things like that. That's basically where I see for sure that in order to get there, my I'm trying to expand a little bit the network. That's one thing I want to work on. So
Yeah. And I think,
yeah,
working with you is definitely helping you network. I believe that our friends, Licking County Metalheads, would also be willing to, throw
they
you
would
some
love to have you on.
ideas of local bands in their area to highlight on your show and also to follow you. I mean,
sure.
that's where our fan base is. We also have, a fan base here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, cool.
Johnny is part of that.
Mhm.
We are very close knit, very community oriented industry over here. And yeah, tap
Awesome.
into Pacific Northwest and we'll help you out with that.
Okay, no, that's well appreciated. Yeah, no, I mean, well, I'll spread the word too about musicians hangout. So no, I
Sweet.
mean, it's we'll help each other out. That's what it's all about, and
That
Yeah.
is what it's all about.
I
that's
love
great.
that aspect of, that part of this virtual community that we're able to be part of too. I mean, how would we meet if it weren't for the internet?
Oh yeah,
It's
exactly.
pretty spectacular.
It's the beauty of social media too.
Yeah, definitely.
Beauty of
Yeah, there's
social
a
media.
beautiful side to social media. I know that social media gets a really bad rap for a lot of things out there, but there are also really awesome things out there that you can tap into
Yeah.
and lose yourself in. Instead of lose yourself in negativity, there's definitely positive aspects out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay. Thanks,
So
John.
Johnny says, I seriously want both musicians hangout
Aw.
and Emil's corner to blow up, and I intend to assist. I was in Facebook jail for 60 days and just got
I
out
know.
yesterday. That's a great start. Get ready. I'm going to advertise you both on my pages and the 300 groups I'm in. Hell yeah, Johnny. We
Yay.
totally.
Oh, thanks, Johnny.
And
Thanks.
to answer Kashika, yes. Yes, I am. A fancy girl
Oh,
like me is having one hell of a hot flash of her life. Like, I might have to go stand outside for a minute.
oh, I love you, friend.
Yeah, no, thanks, Johnny.
Woo!
And
It's a
once again,
thousand
also
degrees.
I've been displaying many times on my page the quits and their website. Inviting people
Amazing.
to go
Seriously.
on it. So yeah, no, for sure.
Well, definitely go subscribe to the Quits and follow them on Facebook as well. And Emil, go ahead and tell our viewers tonight where they can find you online so that they can start liking and following things that you are also doing.
Sure. So it's Emil's Corner, EMILE apostrophe S Corner, like you see it on the screen right now. You can also type at Emil Great Music, okay, to find me. I'm also on YouTube, actually, and on Twitter, but
That's awesome.
my page on Facebook is more complete there. Okay,
Okay.
this is my main page there, but I haven't had a chance to update YouTube and do a lot of Twitter simply because I'm really busy with my full-time job. I still got some
Oh,
other
yeah.
occupations for sure, but really my Facebook page is the main one. So Emil's Corner, check it out.
Yes. Like and follow, subscribe, share, 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 because sharing is caring, my friends. Definitely.
Emil's Corner, Musicians Hangout. Be sure to check them out too. Be sure to check out the Quits, the Beautiful Skeletons.
Man, we
All
should
these
have
cool guys.
Beautiful Skeletons on our show. I think I'll message them because I've been following them for some time. They've been in studio recently, and I've been watching some of their posts from their recording, and it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, they're focusing on trying to finish their album right now.
Yeah, yeah, I dig
That's
it. I
the plan.
love their sound. Oh my goodness, it's
Oh
so
yeah, no, it's the song Pigs at Play. It's quite a mind warp, and I've always loved mind warps.
yeah,
No, it's pretty good band, pretty cool.
very intriguing. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, kids. I
Hello,
was going to
hello, Crash.
spontaneously combust if
Oh
I
no.
didn't go step outside and cool off for a second. Like, oh, hmm. I got a
So
heater in my room, so that did not help matters.
Oh, well, I'm glad you got a heater because you didn't have one. And you were freezing a couple weeks ago, and now it's warm and you're hot. So,
Yes.
Cold and snowy here, so
oh
Well,
yeah, you're getting some snow out there too.
yeah,
Huh?
we're
Like
being snowed on
crazy snow.
the last few days. It's
Goodness.
pretty cold
yeah, that
too.
was us during Christmas. Like,
Yeah, we got dumped
Oh,
on a
okay.
few weeks ago, and we had like the week of ice after that. It was like everything was ice and shutting down highways. Big storm hit mid-state and shut down our whole main highway in Washington State. It
Oh,
was
really?
intense. Yeah. Yeah, intense.
Yeah,
and then,
So,
oh, and then the rain came and melted all the snow, flooded everything.
mhm.
And my daughter, who lives down in the flooded area,
Oh,
thank God she was safe. So
Yeah,
okay.
there were some intense floods, man. Oh my goodness, it was
they've
bad.
shut down 20 miles of our main highway here.
We've had
So
some bad ones in 2017 and 2019, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've had some bad flooding here too on the island.
Oh man.
But thank God we didn't get it last summer in 2020 there, or spring 2020, because that's when COVID was hitting everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
thank God we didn't get the floods on top of that. Holy
Yeah,
moly,
yeah, that would have been
that would have
crazy.
been bad. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised you didn't. It seemed like everything that could go wrong during those year, 2020, 21 was happening in that sequence. So I'm glad you didn't have to also deal with that.
Yeah, no. Thank God too. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
right.
yeah. Cool.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. So Johnny says he sent Beautiful Skeletons our information. That's awesome. Well, we'll
All right.
connect with them.
I'm excited.
Have them on.
Definitely excited to get them on the calendar.
just so y'all know, we are starting to book up. Most of February is already booked, and we're going to start booking our March dates. So if you want to get on Musicians Hangout, go ahead and message us on Facebook, or you can email us at musicianshangout19@gmail.com.
Cool.
And don't forget to do it quick because dates fill up quickly.
Dates fill up fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
Very
really do.
quickly.
Which is nice, because when we started out, we were kind of, reaching
Gambling.
out to our local community, and we had a lot of local bands and a lot of Crash's
Friends.
friends.
We had a lot of friends
Yes.
that we were just like, hey, want to be on our show this week?
And we tried different interview type styles. Like Crash went
Yeah.
on site. This was obviously pre-pandemic, and she would go on site and try to record bands while they were jamming. But
Okay.
with devices and with compression and with broadband and Wi-Fi, it was like
Nowadays,
really,
It was
it was challenging. And then we, like she had mentioned, we were through Google Hangouts and went to StreamYard, and then
Yeah.
morphed into everything that we are now. And super excited to help other videocasters and podcasters out there that are, motivated for the same reasons. And that's to have a positive connection within the industry.
No, that's good. That's very well appreciated. Yeah.
So you've been doing this for, your online page definitely for Emil's Corner has it been 4 years? Did I count that right?
In
Back
4
in-
years. Yeah. January
Yeah.
2018. Yep.
What advice do you have for other people that are motivated to do some of the similar things that you have done?
Make sure you know exactly what you are trying to achieve. Okay. I mean, in my case, it's pretty easy. It's music that I love, that a lot of people next to me keep telling me, nope, never heard of it, never heard of it. And I want to spread that out there. Okay. So you got to make sure, you know exactly what your goal is. And it depends. The other advice I would say is, where do you see it down in the long run? Okay. And then you'll have to, invest your efforts, based on what results you want to see and across what timeline, right? I mean, me, it's been 4 years, 303 followers.
Yay.
Yeah, knock on wood, more to come, hopefully.
Yeah, it's really good
And
growth within that time.
I also had to have, but I mean, that's just me. Everybody's different. I had to have certain sessions sometimes where I had to go to a local Starbucks. That was before the pandemic.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
my own notebook, do a little bit my own thing, and then I would say, okay, well, Emil's Corner, what do I want to do this year? What do I want to do this year for Emil's Corner? Okay, I wanna go to shows and start doing like Crash was doing, start filming it and making videos out of it, and adding more to the video capsules. Okay, I want to change the format of the videos. I want to make them longer because I want to put them on a podcast platform, and maybe the last advice I would give, and that was something I was told. I remember bumping across on social media an ad from a company that can boost pages and all that, and
Okay.
I gave them a call. Okay, and I chatted with them a little bit, and the guy was pretty straightforward. He was pretty honest too. He said, "Listen, don't expect that by paying me X amount of dollars, you're going to get 10,000 followers overnight. Not going to happen."
Right.
So
It's hard.
you need to be just active at your own pace. Okay, like feel free to join other pages, like their material. Just by liking, you can already start getting slowly into your environment that you're looking for. Comment on some posts. It'll get you more, a little bit more attention. And share pictures, share articles, and keep on posting and sharing, and you'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
So
It's a labor of love.
yes.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, it really depends on the long run. The person needs to know what the goal is of their page. Where does he see it in after a certain term, midterm, after a certain few years, and start by liking, sharing, and getting involved. And hey, you'll see where the day takes you, like they say.
Good advice. Solid advice. Yeah. Yeah.
So
You can tell that you've really put a lot of thought into your projects, and you can see that too. When things are just thrown together, people can tell.
say that again. When things are thrown together, people can tell.
Yeah, so you seem very organized with your projects and with your planning of them, and you're putting a lot of love and effort into your stuff.
Okay,
You can
yeah.
tell that it's not just thrown together in a disorganized way.
Oh, okay, I see. I see. It's not
It's very thought
improvised. Yeah,
out.
it's not.
Because you can tell when people are just thrown together. I mean, even we don't have a script per se,
Yeah.
but and felt rough before, like when we first started out and we're trying to find our groove with the show, but we still had, like you said, a goal for what we were trying to achieve with the show itself. However, when Crash and I are asked in an interview, in fact, we were interviewed for a documentary about the Pacific Northwest music industry this last summer. And we were asked, what's your goal for your show? And we kind of laughed and we said, we don't really have a goal. It's just going wherever it takes us.
Right.
But our main goal is our mission statement. And that is to just, make those friendships, cultivate those friendships and build community to save music. And within that, we get to hang out with some really cool musicians from everywhere.
Cool.
And get to know their story and get to help promote them and grow our, platform and grow our show, and also help musicians grow as well. And that would be like our overall goal, is just helping everybody out in the industry.
Mhm. Right. I think the key word here is influencer, right? Because you
Yeah,
help them
right.
grow, right? I think that's the key word here, to
I
become
think so.
make a difference, right?
Right. Definitely
Oh
make
my
a
God,
difference.
are we fashionistas?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry. Or what?
Fashionistas.
You want to be fashionista in this
I feel
industry?
like we are. Fashionistas are like trendsetters.
Oh,
Yes. Yes, we are.
fashionistas. Okay. I'm not sure I've heard that word before.
Sorry,
Fashionista.
I've been watching a lot of Fantasy Island lately. They use that
Oh, that's
word.
awesome. Someone who is a fashionista is a trendsetter. They like set the trends, they influence others,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and very fashion based, but also culturally based, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. No, that's cool. Yeah.
2
Yeah.
more
I mean,
minutes, kids.
Awesome. Well, it's been so fun having you, Emil, and I can't wait to, see how your interview show grows, because I think
thank you.
that I think you're going to keep growing because people really, dig what you're doing, and it's really interesting and captivating to watch. So good luck with your endeavors, and we'll help
Thank you very
support you.
much.
So stay connected, and we will share your content, and we will also introduce you to some of the musicians that we know in our community.
Thank you very much, Maxine. Thank you very much, Crash. Everybody with us there. No, thank you for having me on, and for definitely. I mean, we'll support each other. No, thank you very
Oh,
much. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, cool. Well, all right, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to Emil's Corner and follow him on Facebook. You can also follow Musicians Hangout on YouTube and Facebook as well. You can catch Emil's Corner on Twitter. So go ahead and head over there and connect with Emil as well over on Twitter. All right, everybody. Alas, it is the end of the show and an end of another night, but don't worry, we'll be back next week. Until then, I will take us out.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Love you. Thanks for tuning
Good night.
in. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks, Emil.